This is the story of a forgotten battle in which Poland overcame the Soviet Red Army and may well have changed the fate of Europe and of the world. It's the story of the Battle of Warsaw, the miracle you've never heard of. In 1918, after 123 years of occupation, Poland rose again and the Poles were fervently rebuilding their country. Just a year earlier, Lenin and the Bolsheviks had taken power in Russia, and upon having consolidated their position, they proclaimed the need for worldwide communist revolution. Poland was the Bolsheviks' bridge into Europe, and thus needed to be conquered first. In July 1920, Soviet General Tukhachevsky ordered, "To the west, over the corpse of White Poland lies the road to worldwide conflagration. Onward to Berlin, over the corpse of Poland." The communists preached freedom and equality, but the bayonets of the Red Army brought only misery and death. It wasn't just the independence of Poland that was at stake. If Poland fell, Western communists would have received the military support of the Red Army, and Europe may have fallen to communism. The Polish nation came together and mobilized its resources. Over 100,000 Poles from all walks of life enlisted in the volunteer army. Thousands of women joined a female paramilitary, civilians gathered food and medical supplies, and church pews filled up as Poles prayed for victory. Volunteers from abroad joined the Polish army, Americans formed the Kościuszko Volunteer Flight Squadron, and the Hungarians supplied ammunition. The Soviets advanced, confident in victory. However, Polish military intelligence had decrypted the Red Army's radio messages, and the Poles prepared themselves for the oncoming onslaught. This was a war of worlds, a battle between European civilization and communist totalitarianism. And here, on the outskirts of Warsaw, on the 15th of August, against all odds, the Poles prevailed. It took the tactical genius of Polish leaders, Piłsudski, Rozwadowski and Haller, the courage of Polish soldiers and the mobilization of the whole country to overcome the Soviets. Since the victory occurred on the Feast of the Assumption, the battle came to be known as the Miracle of the Vistula. The Bolsheviks who were meant to enter Europe over Poland's dead corpse were not only stopped but also turned back and contained. Remember, your freedoms are not free. They are hard-fought and paid for in blood. Do not waste this gift.